This is the filter I got for my 5.5 rimless tank, 5.5 gallon. And I will show you how I did this. Popping up here. Okay. You can see it. It's going to come in like this, and it's going to give you the skinny hose. The skinny hose that's like this will already be connected to this when you open it. This is good for the air stone, but not for the sponge filter. So take this off. Take the larger tube that it comes with out of the package. First thing you're gonna do is pop this thing off. This thing pops off of the sponge filter. Leave it there. You're going to put the thicker, larger tube inside, stick it in there, and then I grabbed the tube from the other end. I slid it all the way down and then stuck it inside. So now it's in there as it should be, not loose. Okay, after you do that, now you put it back. All kind of just connects in there. Make sure you twist it around, like you lightly pop it off. So just stick it in there. Doesn't click, doesn't do any of that. Just be very gentle. And that's it. Now dump it into your tank. See if I can show you what that looks like. Here we go. Put it into your tank. Preferred next to your heater so it can easily circulate all of the warm water. So I put it in the back of my tank. You can see there. I'm not paying attention, so right here, about right there. And so that's kind of where I was talking about in my review, where it doesn't float automatically. So just keep it there. Make sure it's at least touching the floor from the top. Okay, so it's touching the floor. Now get it to a nice little spot. Might have to keep doing that a little bit until you know for sure it's on the floor bed of your tank. And I don't have much slack here, so I cut it right about here. So I left it where it was right here. I let it hang over just a little bit, and I counted about from the water 1 to 3 inches overhang from the tube, and then I use the scissors and you connect the valve. In my review I said the flat part of the red inside the valve should be facing this guy here, your pump, and then the pointy side of the red in the valve should be facing towards your tank. And that's where you'll connect the 2 hoses that you just snipped to each side of the valve. Don't do anything from there. You let it hang. Okay. And then you're going to connect the long hose before cutting anything to your pump. Once you do that, then you'll go ahead and count minimum 5 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did about 6, 7, 8. I think I did about 8 inches, depending on how long you want it. I have it right over here, not too close to the tank because I don't want to see it. And it's on my desk where I work, sometimes remotely. And I put a microfiber towel underneath to stop the vibration, because it does vibrate, and I'll show you that in a minute when I turn it on. So once you do that and you figure out where you want it, again, I put it about 8 inches. I put the check valve, the release, air release, and you cut the tube again, and then you connect it from the other side to the other side. Any extra tubing, you just cut that off. So again, I would count, it has to be after the valve, so I would count, depending on how much slack you have, about 1, 2, 3, 5. So this is about 6 inches from the valve, and then I did it about 8 inches from the pump. That's just because of how close it is. So you do the math, but it should be minimum like 5 inches from the pump regardless. And it should be no more than 5 inches or more from the valve. And then you connect it. In my review, I said to try to keep it at the top where you'll go ahead and adjust. So that's how you do that. It'll hang. And you can kind of just like stuff it somewhere in the back or whatever. And then you'll go ahead and plug it in. So I'm going to go ahead and plug it in. Okay, it's plugged in. It's already adjusted to how I like. So there we go. And then here's how you can see how much it rattles. This is the pen. And you can keep it on there. So that's how much it rattles. So that's why if you put a microfiber towel underneath it, you can't hear anything other than the little vibration. And then after, that's when you go in here and you squeeze this a little bit gently, and that'll help it stay on the bed and not float. Hope that helps, and you don't have to go hunt down for 3 videos like I did.